And gambling is a widespread thing all over the world, just not only in America, but all over the world. They gamble 365 days a year. And that's how the government became involved in it to get their portion. Even the state of Texas has picked up lottery over the last 20 years or so. And we have what they call many forms of gambling. We have what they call shooting dice. We have slot machines like out in Las Vegas. Then after Las Vegas, they came to Atlantic City, New Jersey. And from Atlantic City, New Jersey, they went to just spread it to other different states around the United States of America. But as I said before, it's been going on since early 1600s all over the world. You have poker, you have horse racing, and you have sporting events. Gambling is so widespread that even in high school, they're betting on athletes, whether it's football or baseball or basketball. In high school, they teach you how to point shade and things of that nature. And this is the one-armed bandit is what we used to call it back in the day when we used to go to Las Vegas. And this is the horse races right here, where you can see that they checking their phones and filling out their forms. We have the dice up here. We have, I guess that would be the blackjack table, or poker table, or something of that nature. There's roughly $10 trillion wagered annually in the world. Illegal gambling exceeds this figure. Like I say, you got people that's making bets that doesn't go across the table. One of the biggest pools it is the Super Bowl pool. All over the jobs, they have this pool going for Super Bowl. And you can take people like college students, you have people that's incarcerated that might want to put up a tuna or a soup, fill out the parlay tickets. So all this real money that's to the side is never counted within this 10 trillion right here. Okay, lotteries are the leading form of gambling worldwide. Lottery is played all over the country. Like right here, we have Texas, we have the Mega Million, we have the Texas Lottery, we have the Pick 3. And this is the lottery over in Africa. This is South African Lotto +1. So this is just not only in the United States, but like I said, it's global. And it's roughly a $10 trillion business on the table, but they can't count what it is under the table. Okay. In Australia, horse and dog races during the late 20th century was widely distributed throughout the world. We even adopted pari-mutuel betting here in Texas, where they used to have Gulf Greyhound Park down there on the other side of Houston for the dogs, and then they had Sam Houston Parkway out there on Beltway 8 in Houston, where they also had the horse racing. And you have Trinity Meadows up there around the Dallas area, where they're racing horses and things like that. You know, and that's where we live in America that has a double standard. Because if you go out there and run your horse down the street, they're gonna cry out to Peter. But you go out there and run for money and don't nobody say nothing. The same way about, that's another story about how the human treat each other as far as fighting. We'll pay $10, $15, $20,000 for a ticket to go see a fight. But when a man fight a dog, he's going to jail. It's double standards in this country. In 2019, only 2 U.S. states have 100% ban on gambling. One of those states is Hawaii, the other one is Utah. There's no gambling in those states legally, period. There are 6 U.S. states that do not allow lottery betting: Hawaii, Utah, Mississippi, Alabama, Alaska, and Nevada. There are 22 states there are 22 U.S. states that allow lottery gambling or pari-mutuel betting on horse racing, but do not have land-based casinos, and Texas is one of them in the United States. And I believe that Texas will eventually get casinos because they see the type of money that goes out of this state to the surrounding states when we get to go on different trips and things like that. Texas always wanted to be the last one to adopt to whatever's going on because they're stubborn they think that they can live on the old money that's embedded right here in Texas. And there's a lot of it, especially in this town of Tyler. And we have a picture of the state of Texas that show that we are next in line probably for the land-based casinos. As you know, it took a while for them to become wet in Tyler. It took them a while before they get the lottery in Tyler, for the lottery tickets. So they will adapt eventually to get land-based casinos here in Texas, probably around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, San Antonio, Houston area like that. And I just wanna thank you for, this is the end by Daryl